Next up, we've got Mr. Neil Cartwright, CEO of Shumo, and he will be talking about a few things, and the world's most powerful ship and bringing sustainability to the world of meme coins. Mr. Neil Cartwright, please.
Good afternoon. My name's Neil. I'm known online to our community as Caesar. I'm happy to go by either Neil or Caesar, but Neil in the UK is like a really old man name, so Caesar sounds much cooler. So if people could refer to me as Caesar, I'd greatly appreciate it. So I've been in crypto. I'm very new. I've only been in it for about 5 months. I worked in like the corporate world, discovered crypto, and knew nothing about it. I founded a Telegram channel, like a community discussion channel called the Ape House, and over the next 5 or 6 months, I learned some of the good and bad things about crypto. Talking about coins all day, getting a lot of knowledge from the community, and I'm here today to tell you a few perhaps uncomfortable truths about most of the tokens in crypto. And I've got the 2 worst things about crypto that I'm going to talk about. And hopefully from my experiences of the last 6 months, we've come up with a way of solving at least 2 of those. So the first thing is, I mean, just if anyone's ever been involved in a coin when it launches, there's this thing called the private sale or the whitelist. Anyone been in a private sale? Anyone had a whitelist? You've been in a private sale, sir? Okay, and you've bought some tokens at a cheaper price before they were launched, right? So what happens then when you buy some tokens for cheaper than what they'll be released at? Well, they get sold really quickly. They get dumped. So you've just created a brand new project and you've got some funds from investors to help you launch your project. And they make a lot of money and they sell their tokens. And what happens to your project? It's dead. What happens to all the investors that buy that token the moment it launches? They got wrecked. And I was that investor. I've been that investor 100 times buying coins at launch, and the private sale, they just dump on you. And this is not right, okay? I know Max a moment ago was talking about why crypto was invented, and I don't have the answer to that, but I know why it wasn't invented. It wasn't invented so people could have a private sale. They could make 100x, dump their tokens, destroy the project, and for the new investors to get wrecked. That's not what crypto was invented for. So we've come up with a way of launching a project that doesn't require having a private sale. The first thing to say about a private sale as well is if you sell 10 ETH in a private sale and your token does 100 ETH, it does 100x, your private sale has cost your project 1,000 ETH. By the time those private investors have sold, the project is 1,000 ETH negative. It's just not sustainable. Who pays for that 1,000 ETH? Well, it's the new investors that all lose money, and it's just wrong. So we're going to help people launch a project without having to do a private sale. This is the wrong presentation. Excuse me. This is not ours, sorry. So we're going to help projects launch their own coin without doing a private sale. And how are we going to do that? We're going to give them money, or we'll lend them the money for a very low interest rate. So instead of paying 1,000 ETH to a private sale that only lent you 10 ETH, we'll lend you 10 ETH, and all we want back is 1 or 2 ETH, depending on how long you borrow the money for. Like 10, 20% profit, that's all we'll take. Not 100x like the private sales do. And what are the benefits of that? Well, the first benefit is the token's not going to dump the moment it's launched because there was no private sale. If there's no private sale, the private sale can't dump. And the second benefit is the investors that like your project, that trust you as the owner, they can buy your token without fear of it getting dumped and have a much better chance of being able to hold that token for it to keep some value. So at Shumo, we're an ERC20 token. We will lend you that money, and any profit that we make, small in comparison to a private sale, we'll then use to buy back and burn Shumo. So the price of Shumo for investors will continue to rise the more times that we do this. We're only 4 weeks old. We're the youngest project at Crypto Dubai 2022. We're literally 4 weeks old, and we've only been actively doing liquidity loans for 2 weeks. And in that time, it's been very successful. We've had several projects go through, and using smart contracts and multi-signature wallets, we're able to make this a safe play as well. So we don't just hand over the crypto, we go through a really strict process of vetting the clients, And we also use smart contracts to ensure that the liquidity is safe, the liquidity that we provide. So it's safe for the project and it's safe for the investors. I can't show you a slide about that at the moment because we have the wrong one up on screen. So that's the first thing that's terrible about crypto. If you're new to crypto, you're going to get wrecked the way it stands at the moment with private sales. Don't go in something if there's a private sale. You just can't. And you look at 99% of the charts that launch that had a private sale, they dump immediately. People have made 20x, you've just got wrecked. So that's terrible. We're going to change that. No more private sales. We'll lend you the money instead. The second worst thing in crypto, they're not sustainable. Anyone ever heard of the phrase a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme? You buy a token, how does the price go up? Does anyone know? The price goes up because other people buy it. What happens when people stop buying it? Price goes down. How do you make the price go up again? You need more people. What happens when there's not enough people left? It's dead. Token's absolutely dead. And anyone that bought those tokens towards the end of its life cycle, they've all lost their money. Is that what we want from crypto? Is that what crypto is meant to be? Buy early, make profits, dump on the little guy, let him hold the bag at the end? I don't think that's what we want, because it's bad for crypto. Everyone here wants crypto to be a success. They want it to be mainstream. They want to be able to walk into the supermarket and spend crypto. They want to be able to buy a car. They want to be able to pay for the mortgage. You can't do that if everyone that's ever bought crypto gets wrecked. So just the previous slide, just on liquidity loans, just to cover. We want to stop private sales, kickstart for new projects, and we protect projects and investors. So next slide, please. So how are you going to make it sustainable? Well, you need a way that doesn't rely on the fact that you're going to get hundreds more customers to come and buy your coin every day to make up for the people that have sold and made profit. You have to make it sustainable, which means it has to generate its own revenue, and it has to generate its own revenue in a healthy way. So I should say that the Shumo coin, which is available on Ethereum, it's community owned. So the community votes and makes proposals for every decision that we make, any investment decision. And we have an investment fund which currently sits at about $600,000 that we use to make investments. And those investments can be pretty much anything in the crypto space. So we buy and sell NFTs, we do yield farming, and we also buy and sell altcoins. So what we do when we make one of these trades, one of these transactions, we do a vote with the community. When we've made some profit, we sell that token, and then we use that to buy back and burn Shumo. So Shumo is completely self-sustaining. We don't need an endless supply of human beings to come and buy our coin, because the human beings that we already have, we're able to generate our own revenue using the Eternal Empire Fund. That is one of the key use cases of Shumo. So anyone that joins and buys Shumo now will also get equal voting rights to any of the next decisions that we make, what NFTs to buy, what tokens to buy, when to farm, when not to farm, when we should be in stable coins. And we use that profit to then buy back Shumo, which, what happens when you buy the token? The price of it goes up. So we don't need people. We're hopefully showing the way that you can stop these pyramid schemes or Ponzi schemes by having a safe investment portfolio that's split with a mix of low, medium, high risk players. The idea is that we want to try and make a 2 or a 3x over the year. And like in the real world, 2x would be an insane amount of money. In crypto, it's probably not seen as, well, not that much. You can make 50x, but this is sustainability. This is not about wrecking other projects or wrecking other people. This is making small profits consistently to keep the value in your token so that more people want to join. So with those two things being said, just to recap, so Shumo, we're a project on Ethereum. We're 4 weeks old, we're the youngest project at Crypto Expo. You can buy us on Uniswap, you can buy us on Hotbit, but what I recommend to our community that you do first is that you come and join our Telegram and have a conversation with us. So we're at Shumo Official. Come and meet the community. We have daily calls, we play games. Don't know if anyone's seen the duck races, but we do duck races, we do great giveaways. And find out about the project. Don't just take one person's word for it. Hopefully you all spend 1 or 2 hours investigating every project that you invest in first. I invite you all to come and join Shumo. come and see the team, meet the community, see what fun we have, and then get involved and make some investments. And one step at a time, we'll try and make the crypto space better for everyday investors. So the two things that we want to stop right now are private sales and the lack of sustainability. So I'm going to be downstairs in just a moment. If anyone has any questions, would like to know more about Shumo, please come over and talk to me. But it's been great talking to you this afternoon. Wish everyone a great evening. Thank you very much.